You have tuned into the Interrobang podcast. I'm with my guy JJ Shooter, John Jordan himself.
And I'm with my man Royalty Antinian DeCarlo.
This is a show where no topic is off limits.
Maybe a few topics.
So sit back and relax. Join us for an exclamatory rhetorical conversation.
With a small dose of what the
Welcome to the show. Beast. We got that. What up?
What up, Brian?
Man,
What's good?
back at it.
We back. Back in action for another one.
Another one. DJ Khaled.
What's good, partner?
Nothing, man. Everything and nothing, you know.
Right.
And that's really just how it goes. Adversity, but success, and also adversity.
Right.
Challenges and triumphs.
It's a cycle.
Truth. Facts. Factoids. But I'm doing all right, you know. Still in the midst of working through this professional transition, going from, you know, my automating my insurance brokerage into project management and trying to make that work. And that transition is not nearly as easy as I imagined that it would be. Project management ain't no punk.
Yeah.
It's not something you could just do.
Right.
Because you know how things work.
Right.
It's a whole other monster.
Yes, it's a bigger beast than just managing, than just being a manager, honestly.
Right. I mean, I've been a manager before, but a project manager on the scope and on the level that, you know, is the professional expectation is
it's pretty great. It's pretty high.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
But that's good, man. I mean, it's good that you learn some things and you're still learning some things.
Yep.
And, you know, just because, you know, the transition isn't going the way you wanted it to, doesn't mean
it's not that we can't keep on trucking.
Right. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
Right. So, I mean, that's what's going on with me. What's going on with you?
Man, gosh, what's going on with me? Work has just been busy.
Better busy than broke, though, right?
This is true, my friend. This is true. Just hustling, grinding, trying to, you know, stay in training, and these kids are driving me crazy, bro.
FTK. When you say stand in training, what does that mean?
That's for my acting.
Okay.
That's for my acting.
So, I mean, you recently graduated from, what was the name of that program?
It was a Baron Brown Meisner training program.
Okay.
Basically.
So, I mean, you're just continuing education. Don't stop.
Yeah. I like.
So what are you doing now?
Well, right now I'm in a class actually with another studio in LA, and I'm studying. It's actually a Judy Kane studio, and she's excellent, especially with commercials. She's been in a lot of different commercials. I recently saw her in a commercial. She's been in tons of movies and shows and everything. And actually, my teacher also, Stacey Edwards, she's done the same. Been in a lot of like TV shows and movies and everything. And right now, I'm just doing a scene study class with her every week, and running different scenes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what does a scene study entail? Because I know that, you know, it sounds like, okay, everybody sits down, you review the scene, you talk about it, you maybe discuss the ins and outs, maybe the, you know, the underlying themes that people may miss, but I know it's more than that.
Yes, much more than that. So it's an acting class, so we are acting.
Like you give a fuck?
We're acting these scenes. And so we have to prepare them every week. She finds scenes for us, or we find some for ourselves. We can also bring like audition materials and stuff to the class.
Oh, nice.
But we go through the process of, you know, the scene analysis, the character development. You know, there's exercises and things we do in class as well. But it's scene work, and this is really like one of the things I love about acting is the character development that you need to do to really do scene work. So it's really just a deep dive into that with a small group of students. And
when you say small, What does that mean? 3 students, 5 students, 10 students? How big is your class?
Class is about, it goes between like 8 to 12 students. Right?
Okay.
So, yeah, we've got probably about 8, probably 8 to 10 people in class right now.
Okay.
But yeah, and the great thing is that it's online, so I get to study with people from all over the place. A lot of them are based in LA, but there's somebody from Atlanta and New York. And
Do you
like
feel
that,
like
so.
if things really take off that you're gonna have to make that move? Like, well, I gotta go to LA.
That is honestly not a dream of mine, not a goal of mine. I want to work in LA, but I don't have a Hollywood dream of living in LA and living an actor's life in LA. Like I don't have a fantasy of that. If there was an opportunity to do something serious and have a good offer about something, if there's a really good opportunity, honestly, I would definitely do it.
Heard that.
But
'Cause I know that, like, okay, so you talk about the acting classes and these deconstructing the scene and everything that goes into it. And I remember, when it came to both acting and athletes, my thought process was that these folks are overpaid, until I became aware of the kind of work that goes into the craft from even as an art form. So, if you are an athlete that's competing on that level, you are literally the best of the best in the entire country. I'm talking about millions and millions of people, and you are competing. And it's not just, you go to practice and you're able to kick it with your friends. It's a lifestyle. Certain things you can and can't do, things that you can and can't ingest, like activities that you can and can't. Right. You can't just decide that you want to go skiing with your family, because if you get hurt, that's it.
Right.
It's a wrap.
Yes.
And you look at their paychecks and you think, why would you ever award that kind of money to somebody for playing a game? But really, it's not a game. And if you take a look at the financial structure of that industry, right. Yes. and the kind of money that goes into the stadiums, the media, the marketing, it's not the players that are making the money, it's the owners. Because
So.
you may give somebody 10 mil for a season, but what do you think that the person that's writing his check is making?
Exactly. It's all relative.
Right.
Relative.
I remember. I don't remember if we spoke about this on the mic, but from an acting standpoint, I saw, and I don't watch. I think it's called In the Actor Studio.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So where the dude interviews, different actors, and I think I've seen maybe 2 or 3 episodes of it. Mm-hmm. One was with Chappelle, which was super interesting. But the one that sticks out in my mind was the one with Bradley Cooper.
Really?
Yes, because the first time I really remember seeing Bradley Cooper was in The Hangover. And I know that he's done lots of stuff before that, but in my mind, that's when he made his appearance. And his role in The Hangover was really just a dude that likes to party. And I'm like, yo, I could play that role. I do pay me that money to be that dude in that movie. But I watched his episode of In the Actor Studio, and he was talking about all of the little dumb roles that he had to play to build up his skill, all the classes that he took. He's classically trained. He's not, in my head, Bradley Cooper was just a pretty dude that's he's funny sometimes. He's a good looking dude. People are going to like him. Put him in the movie. That is what I'm banking on for your pretty ass. I just really want somebody to look at you and be like, hey, that's a pretty black dude. He's well spoken, but he might be able to play a thug. Let's put him in the movie. And then what happens is they're like, oh man, we need somebody to kind of play the homeboy in this. Hey John, you know anybody? You're like, hey, I got a guy. And then you call me,
and I just
and now we're famous, and now we're in The Hangover 5, Escape from the Hood. with the Wayans brothers. And that's how it. But I realized that like that's really not how it happens. There's a lot of work to go, and I see it because I see like the real work that you're doing because you out here really working.
Right.
Red Robin commercials and Chicago PD, the world famous Charlie Tombstone. I'm gonna tell y'all about that in a minute. But it's really a grind. It's not just you go to a couple auditions and you get your big break. It's working your way up literally from the mailroom to the position, and everybody don't make it. Most people don't.
Right.
Most people don't.
Right. And that's the thing is there's not only that most people don't make it, quote unquote, but you're just because you're not a Hollywood movie star doesn't mean you're not an actor. I mean, your career might be doing guest stars, every couple of years and getting a couple commercials a year. That might be your career.
You know what's crazy? So I was this is when I was promoting, and this is clubs downtown. It was a while ago. I remember I was walking down the street downtown, and like a block away, coming towards me, I was with a woman I was seeing at the time. I was like, yo, this dude looked like John Malkovich. And he got closer, and it was him. And I stopped him. I was like, hey, how you doing? I'm a big fan. What are you doing in town? Because he was literally just like walking to a corner store and then walking back. He's like, oh, well, actually, I'm in town doing a play. It's this. He said whatever the play was. He's like, they put me up in an apartment. It's right in that building right there. I just wanted to get some food really quick, and then I'm just gonna go back and study the scene for a bit. We talked for a couple minutes. He was super nice. Mm-hmm. But you don't think about John Malkovich at this stage in his career just coming to Chicago to do a play. He came to do a play. It ran for a couple weeks, and he was in the play, and that's what it was.
Right.
I saw him like once or twice more while he was in town, just randomly. It's crazy.
That's wild. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and that just even when you make it, and obviously I haven't made it, so I haven't experienced, but from what I understand about acting, how actors really feel, even when you quote unquote make it, like it's still about the work. It's still about doing the work and getting into the work and doing scene work and doing plays and rehearsing and doing exercises with people and living. It's about. And this is I think what you were getting at. Why they pay these people millions of dollars to do what they do is because it's not just you don't just go jump on. You don't
clock in and clock out.
No,
right.
It's a life, and it's bigger than just I go to class once a week and I may have a commercial or something on the weekend. It's a whole life that you have to live as that in order to become that,
right?
Honestly, so
man, it's crazy. So I'm thank you for keeping us up to date on your journey with that. We'll be checking in periodically. So what are you drinking right now?
Well, for our listeners, they should know that it is a Monday night, and I had a very active weekend. So I am actually drinking some water.
An active weekend? Why? What happened?
Well, I was hanging with you.
No, who, me?
For half of the weekend.
That was just one day.
Okay.
That was 3 hours of one day. You don't get to blame 72 hours on me.
That was the beginning of the end of my week. You were the boulder that rolled downhill.
I do be a downhill type brother.
No, but we went out Friday night. We had a good time, and then I ended up going to the Cubs game on Saturday.
I'm surprised you made it because you had to be there, at like 9?
I had to be there at 11.
Okay, but you had to be up at 9.
Yes.
Okay.
So Cubs game, and then it was a friend of mine's, good friend of mine. You know her. She had her wedding
engagement party
shower.
Okay.
Shower. So, and I went to the Cubs game with her fiance. Mm-hmm. So we met up with him afterwards, and just a bunch of friends afterwards. Mm-hmm. That was Saturday night, and stayed out way too late. I was late to Easter. My mother was a little unhappy with me.
Oh, snap, you were late to Easter?
I was late to Easter.
Ugh. The Lord was not pleased, and neither was Mrs. Jordan.
I was worshiping him by observing the Sabbath.
There you go.
So Easter with the parents, which was wonderful. Great food. I needed it. And back to work on Monday. So that's where I'm at. That's what that's a long-winded way of saying I'm drinking water.
Right. Although there's something else on the table right now.
You asked, what am I drinking?
That's true. I did ask that.
What are you drinking?
Well, I went into your fridge and pulled out a can of Crown Royal whiskey and cola.
How's that treating you?
It's not bad. I feel like the whiskey and cola mix needs a little bit of whiskey. But, you know, it's Monday night and it's late, and, you know, we're really trying to you know, take it easy, get this recording down. We both have things to do tomorrow.
Get the week off to a good start here.
Yeah. So we're going to get the party started with the first segment, and JJ Shooter is up. I tell you, he's looking at his notes, and the smile on his face, I don't like it. I don't know what's coming next, but I'm concerned. What is it? Is it a scenario? Is it a would you rather?
This is a would you rather. Yes. This is, I'm very interested to hear your answer. I think I know what your answer is going to be.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. As ready as I'll ever be.
All right. So, would you rather?
Nope. Never mind. I'm not ready. Give me a second. Let me sip this drink. Okay. Okay, now I'm ready. Go.
Okay. So. Would you rather receive?
Oh, no. I don't like how you looked at me when you said receive. I know what that is. I don't like that at all.
Would you rather receive a video that was meant for your partner's affair partner?
Okay.
Of your partner with your affair partner.
Okay, so my girl is cheating on me.
Yes.
And that's what would I rather receive a video of their shenanigans,
or would you rather make the mistake of sending her yours?
Oh, okay. This is not as bad as I thought it would be. Thank goodness. Okay, so when you say receive a video intended, does that mean that there's both of them interacting, or I see his jerk video?
No, they're
in it together.
Yes.
And she's having an affair.
Yes.
Okay. Or accidentally send her a video of me with somebody else. That all day.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Explain.
Okay. I keep receipts, yo. See, the problem with these scenarios is that, you've given me two horrendous options. So my answer is gonna be, no matter how you spin it, I'm an asshole.
Exactly. That's the way it's designed.
All right. So, I mean, realistically, well, not realistically, because this is not a realistic situation, Shooter.
You have to surrender yourself to the truth of the moment, and this is the truth of the moment.
All right. So, I mean, you could, try to lie and talk your way out of it. It's an old video. John got a hold of my phone. He thought it was going to be funny, or he sent it, he was trying to send it to himself. I blame it on you, something, anything. But like, I feel like I can talk my way out of it if it's just a video, unless it's like time stamped and it was like yesterday. Just, the little time stamp in the corner of the video. Right. It's like, this is yesterday when you said you were at the stove, but instead you're balls deep in some other chick.
Well, if it's like, you and John went out last night. Oh, that's you and John with two females.
Okay, I was like, when you started that, I was like, what are you saying, dude? What do you mean that's you and John?
Woo!
Put that pipe down. Put the bowl down. He's drinking water, but he's doing other things, and this is affecting his judgment. And now he's got the giggles. Look at him. We're gonna start doing this with cameras, y'all, so y'all can see what's going on over here.
Oh my goodness.
So my girl was like, that's you and John. No, the f it's not. No, it's f***ing not. We weren't even supposed to really be cursing on this podcast. And now I feel like I have to let people know the depth and severity of the knotness that's happening over here. It is episode 3. I need you to get it together.
As soon as I said it, I was trying to correct
it. And you came back in the 11th hour and 2 other girls.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. So stupid. So anyway, yeah, I would rather that. Because I feel like, I can. And here's the thing. Here's the other part. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think that my ego could handle it. I don't think that I would be okay if I saw her actively with another man. I wouldn't be cool. I don't think that I would recover from that. So like my ego and my pride, it's just nah.
That's fair. That is fair.
I'll be the first to. My fragile male ego. I'm admitting it, ladies and gentlemen. It's too frail.
You don't want to see her ass in the air to nobody else. I was just saying that you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that,
John.
I'm just. That's what you don't want to see, right? I'm just being clear about what we don't want.
I'm quite literally speechless. And there is a tremendous amount of restraint being shown right here in Interrobang Studios. I like that you think this is funny.
It's just I'm just outlining the things we don't want to see our women doing.
Okay. Well, thank you for that visual.
If it's a video, it's a moving visual.
What about you? Which way would you go? It leads me to believe that you would rather see her. Is it because you could just break up with her and be fine with it and get away scot-free? Are you staying? Ooh.
I don't know. I feel like because then the ball's in my court at least. That's what I feel like. I feel like if
you have a little bit more control.
Yeah. And not that I'm a control freak, but I think in a situation like that, you probably would want some level of control rather than the opposite when you have no control.
Right.
For me, seemingly no control.
Right. Here's the other thing to consider.
Does you feel confident you can wrest control back of the situation?
I think so.
That's a hard ask with evidence.
Yeah, it is. But at that point, you're not denying anything. You're like, this is what happened. You can really, get into it. But and here's when it comes to infidelity, here I think is a big factor that a lot of people don't talk about. A lot of people can get over a lot of stuff as long as they're not embarrassed. As long as it's not public.
That's very true.
Right. So like
that's very true.
So if you and old girl cheats on you and it's between you and her, that's what it is. But if I find out about it and we're talking about it, you're gonna feel obligated to act a certain way because you don't want to appear a certain way to me. And that goes with everybody else as well.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, that's a factor. You know, if your wife cheats on you, okay, your wife cheated on you, it's not easy and you can probably get over it. But if your wife cheats on you and your family finds out about it,
right?
If, you know, it's out in the streets and people are talking about it, yeah, man, she was with that dude over there, and you see that dude, you know that dude,
right?
And that's a different monster.
Right. Having said that, what if the videos were of each other's best friends?
You mean like it's her guy friend that she's like, don't worry about?
Your best friend. And then you're with her best friend. Does that change your answer?
About whether or not I'd like to see it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I would rather her see me with her best friend than have me see her with you or Mo. First of all, you making me mad. I don't know why you think this is funny. I'm about to jump across this table and choke the shit out of your ass. Next time you give her a hug, hello, or goodbye, the shit bet not linger. You bet not hold on too long or too hard, because I'm going to remember this moment. And I'll slap the shit out of you.
That was not even what I was thinking about.
It's too late.
It was
now I'm mad.
You thinking about it.
I'm about to call her and break up with her right now. She gotta go. Now I'm thinking about that. She was like, yeah, your friend John has such a nice smile. John, you, and you complimented his smile. Everybody gotta go. I'm calling her as soon as we finish this. Tell me again what you said about John. I'm killing everybody. I'm not a violent man, but sometimes motherfuckers gotta go. Why do you think this is so funny? And now it's like you already did it and you're laughing in my face. You're laughing in my Jesus. What about okay, let's say
this is foolish.
Let's say it's okay. There's one friend you have in particular that you like to lay claim to, even though you know you technically can't. I'm not gonna say the details, but there's a friend that you have that you interact with, that you have a particular affinity for, that you but you shouldn't. She's loyal, but she is also. Would you rather receive a video of me and her?
Or
nah, I just want you to think about it. I want you to feel the pain that I'm feeling right now. Oh, now you're throwing up middle fingers. Oh man.
Okay, take that.
What if you saw that and you heard her say like, you're so much bigger and better than John.
See, now you just throwing stuff up there. No, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, I don't even want to play anymore. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. I don't want to play anymore.
We're done. We're done.
No, okay, but in that scenario, would you rather a picture of you with some chick, go to her, or would you rather see a picture of me and her? What if it was me and you remember the last person that you were kind of interested in that didn't work out?
Yeah.
You know, like would you rather If it was me and her,
No,
you wouldn't want to see that.
absolutely not.
If I was like slow stroking.
Okay, and segment's over.
That's a good one though. But no, my so to recap, my answer is I would 1,000% rather a picture of me and somebody else go to her.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm happy to relinquish that control. I would, yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, hey. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. So, I think that brings us to the joke of the day.
No, that comes later. Let's talk about the topic.
Okay. I guess
topic.
we'll talk about the topic.
The joke comes after the topic.
All right.
And so last week we talked about the your experience with the tantric dating. And the week before that, we talked in depth about what makes me want to settle down in a monogamous relationship, like the criteria, what I feel like needs to be in line for me to want to take that step. And I want to know the same answer from you. Talk to me about what makes you say, you know what? I'm tired of these hoes. I'm ready to settle with one woman, not hoe. What's the criteria? How does one go about bringing John Jordan into the fold? Let's give these ladies the playbook.
It's a tall ask.
That's right. Write your own demise. We're going to publish this as the first one.
Give the whole playbook away. So are we talking what makes me want that with someone, or what makes me want that at all? Because I guess what I'm saying is, sometimes you want to be outside, and sometimes you actually are looking for something.
No, but we're not talking about just, stepping outside to be outside. We're talking about wanting something real.
Right,
something
that's what I mean. And sometimes you actually want to pursue, and you're looking for something real. Like when you're out dating, you're dating with intention, quote unquote. That's what I mean. So, versus that, or are we talking about like I've met someone and that's the person, and what makes it about that person?
Let's do A, then B. Let's talk about dating with intention. Yeah. And then once you made up your mind to date with intention, what that looks like once you found somebody that seems to, where things are going well. Okay, now what is she doing that's bringing you into the fold?
Okay. All right.
Taking it from the top, Tippy. All my people.
I think dating with intention. I feel like there's periods you go through. Like I was saying, you go through times when you want to be outside, you want to be single, or you want to enjoy being single. Mm-hmm. Because being single is not always enjoyable, to be honest.
You crazy as hell. Shit is great.
Spoken by someone who's now in a relationship, of course. But no, I agree. Like I definitely like being single, but there are times when it's not enjoyable.
When is it not enjoyable for you? Are we talking about moments or spans of time? Is it just like a couple hours of loneliness, or a span of time where you're like, yo, I'm really just not enjoying this?
Maybe not enjoying it is too strong of phrasing. It's more not wanting to be it. Sometimes what makes me not enjoy it, I guess, or for lack of a better term, there are times when I'm lonely. I do like living alone.
Man,
It's great.
you know how hard it's going to be to go back when it's time. Somebody else in your space,
Yes.
telling you how to decorate stuff. Your silverware's in the wrong drawer. That's not where the cups go.
Yes.
You know, and people that like straight up don't rinse off their dishes before they put them in the dishwasher. Kill yourself. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yes. Actually, my dad said something to me a couple weeks ago. He's like, you better get somebody soon. You gonna be old and set in your ways. I might already be there.
I didn't even think about that. How like the more set in your ways you are, the harder it is to bring somebody into the fold.
Right.
Yo, Mr. Jordan got some wisdom. Because I know there's stuff that I just don't like, and I'm just not willing to compromise. I'd be like, we're for sure not doing that.
Right.
Not in my house. What do you mean?
Like, nah, you better think goodbye.
I think that your wife should always just be your neighbor. Just live next door.
Right. Like, just live across the street or something. Like, it's cool. And realistically, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with maintaining separate residences. I don't think you get all the benefits necessarily.
It's just the money. That's like, if
Right.
you can afford to do it, like let's split these bills,
Right.
but also let's have separate bedrooms.
Okay.
No, but you can spend more time in one or the other, but you got the option.
True. I would have to think about that. But yeah, what I'm saying is, I could be cool with if it financially worked out right.
Right.
Maintaining separate residences. But anyways, but yes, there are times when I feel lonelier than others, and it's not necessarily I want somebody like to live with, but it's just you want somebody to
Companionship?
you want companionship. But then also there's times, honestly, like I read something somewhere where it said that being with another person and having, a partner is somebody bearing witness to your life. And sometimes I feel the weight of that. It's like nobody can see who I am and what I do and the kind of person that I am and the things that make me me. And like, it's just like there's no one to see me, there's no one else to tell my story, so.
And when it comes to a partner, they're not gonna have the same perspective or interpretation of your life, but they still bore witness, and they can tell it from their point of view in a way that other people might be able to relate to, and it's
Right.
still having your story told. That's kind of profound. I never thought about it like that at all. I'm just like, she's in my space, and that's not where you hang that.
Right. Yes.
What do you mean I can't have a mini fridge in my bedroom? Get out. Get out. I don't want to go downstairs for a beer or some cold water. Then you go get it.
Right.
I'm already getting
You
mad.
gonna get it for me?
Right. I'm getting mad already. You be getting me upset.
Tonight's the night.
Right.
Tonight's the night.
Payback. Y'all don't know, but like I be really legitimately upsetting John. When we off camera, like he walk around mad at me. I know that I can hear his eyes roll. When I call him and it take a long time for him to pick up, he'd be like, "Oh,
Bruh.
do I need to get this?"
You definitely be pushing me to explore my limits.
That was very tactfully put. So let's get back to the question. So
Yes.
the first part of it is what causes you to date with intention. And then the second part is once you have made the decision to date with intention, what does she bring to the table that makes you say, okay, let's go? It's got to be more than just loneliness.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, maybe not, because that's a powerful thing.
That can be a powerful thing. It's not powerful enough for me.
I think it's because because we are brothers that genuinely like ourselves and enjoy our solitude.
Yes,
I'm never bored at home.
I enjoy my alone time, and in a relationship, I need that. I need my own time, me time, not just non-partner time. I need actual me time,
right?
And I'm not the easiest person to date. I'm not gonna lie,
That's something that I say often when I'm describing my relationships, or hey, not to take away from your statement. And I find myself doing that a lot, trying to relate to what you say. I don't mean to one up you or talk over you. I'm just, I'm trying to let you know I'm listening.
Yes, this is good. This is what we're doing it
right.
for.
But I know I am not an easy man to date by any strength or length of that situation for lots of different reasons. But
right, yeah. So I think, I guess to get back to the question of what about her?
Did you answer what happens? What makes you decide, like, okay, now it's time for me to date with intention?
That's something I probably have to think a little bit longer about. But I think the thing that makes me want to date with intention is I don't think it's loneliness, but I think it's probably just a sense of like I want to share experiences with somebody, and I want to give my time honestly to somebody that I'm not gonna regret giving that time to.
You don't want to waste your time. Okay, and that's I think that's an important distinction, because there's a difference between loneliness and wanting to share.
Yes, and that's where I get to a point is like, because I can have great experiences. I'll travel by myself. I'll go restaurants and bars and whatever. I'll do it by myself. I'll do things solo. But there are times when it's like, you know what? I do want to have experiences with somebody. I want to experience something new. I want to try something new. I want someone to give me a new experience, and I'm looking for a new experience in a relationship. So I do have times like that when I want that, and I want to share myself with someone. I want to find someone to share to actually share myself with, rather than just find somebody to just occupy some free time with.
Yeah, and that's an important distinction too, because there's sharing and there's literally somebody's just occupying time, taking up space, whether it's physically, emotionally, or just within the scope of your domicile.
Right, and there just gets to a point where you either get sick of just having that, or if you're not getting anything, it's like, I want to share this with somebody. I want somebody to find somebody that gives a shit about me.
Yeah. Oh, and that's a thing too. It's important to feel like you're cared for.
Yeah. I think on some basic human level, we just want somebody to just give a shit about us.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. I like that. We are going to pause for a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to do a quick little jokey joke, and then I want to hear more about what she has to do once you've made the decision that you're going outside You're going to find her. We'll be right back. Beast. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to pay the bills. RTE Insurance Agency provides expert insurance solutions tailored to each client's unique needs. As licensed brokers, they offer life insurance, both whole and term, Medicare options, and home and auto coverage with a personalized touch. Their team ensures ongoing support with annual reviews and expert guidance throughout every stage of life. Based in the Chicago suburbs, RTE Insurance is committed to protection with a personal touch. Contact them at 312-219-5449. Email connect@rteinsuranceagency.com or visit www.rteinsuranceagency.com today. And we are back. We're going to do a just one quick joke before we get back to the conversation at hand. Because I want to know more about what you're doing.
All right, I want to hear this.
All right. How does a non-binary person kill someone?
How does a non-binary person kill someone?
Yes. How does a non-binary person kill someone?
A non-binary person. I'm at a loss. I don't know.
I'm going to tell you how a non-binary person kills someone.
Tell me.
They/them.
So ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
It's pronouns, baby. You got to be aware of the pronouns. It's a new world.
Okay.
They/them.
Okay. Corny, cheesy, but funny.
Well, I mean, we've gotten pretty dark on some of these.
This is true.
So,
maybe we needed to lighten
yeah,
up a little bit.
a little
this
bit of
week.
levity. Like, people are not going to want to listen to us, dude. They're going to think that we feel some type of way, and we don't. We're just kind of assholes a little bit. That's all.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we established what makes you want to step outside and date with intention. But once you've made that decision, what is it about a woman? What does a woman bring to the table that makes you say, all right, let's do this? What's she doing to get to the table? What does she have to do to stay at the table? Because those are two different things.
Very, very different things. Very different things. Well, getting to the table is probably easier than staying at the table.
Yes, have a vagina. Got it. Got it. Mission accomplished. Next. So, she has a vagina. They do not slash them.
No.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, just not my preference.
I'm not going to save you here. Get in there.
Not my preference, but okay. So, yeah, getting to the table, staying at the table. I think really what sets a woman apart for me. There's a couple things. I mean, it can be a number of things, but I think from the last person I dated seriously, I guess.
Are we talking about the person that kind of like last minute was just like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
you consider that okay? All right,
I consider dating her with intention, yes.
okay.
Yes.
Screw her, by the way.
Yes, screw her.
That's just me speaking as your boy. I'm sure she's a lovely person, but I don't like her because you don't like her.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
She can kick rocks.
Yes. But I guess what initially made me want to date her intentionally. I guess the thing that's sticking out to me is trust. Honestly,
Really?
there was a level of just.
But didn't that kind of like flush out at the end?
Yes, definitely. There was a level of honesty that, and maybe trust is too hard of the term. There was a level of honesty.
Okay.
That
because she was never really dishonest. She just,
right. Yes, definitely.
Right.
But yeah, so there was a level of honesty that we just had like quickly that I really value, and I think
was it because you guys because you guys had set the intention from the beginning? Did you guys have that conversation? Like, okay, this is what I'm looking for. Are you looking for the same thing?
Yes, actually, we did. We had that conversation, and it wasn't one of those like early check the box kind of questions. It was like, I don't know. It was like our third date, and
oh, you know what happens then? Butt stuff. But only if you're doing it right. No, but for real. Okay, so third date, you guys had it happened kind of organically.
Yeah, very
right.
organically, and again, it was just an honest conversation, and there was just, like I said, and when I say honesty, it's like you can really truly talk about anything, and this is something that you were talking to me about with your current partner. You tell her everything,
That's not true.
Well, okay. You tell her, you talk to her about
things that are relevant to our relationship.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's no limits on those types of conversations.
Yes, I think that's an important distinction because, if it has to do with me, her, my actions, things that affect our relationship, yes, I'm very open with her. I tell her even if it's not going to be a fun or pleasant conversation. But you and I talk about a lot of things. A lot of that stuff ain't got nothing to do with her, and I am not running to her with our conversations.
Yes.
That's an important distinction. She don't know everything.
Right.
Nor will she ever.
And that's what I meant. I don't mean you tell her everything. I meant like there's no conversation that's out of bounds or off limits when it comes to you two's relationship.
Yes.
And that's something that I haven't always had in relationships. In fact, more often than not, I don't have that. So that's such an attractive trait to me. Is just like levels of honesty, just high levels of just like we can talk about anything.
Yeah.
And that leads to trust, and for me, it's very difficult for me to trust in a relationship, for most people probably, but
I thought you were going to be like, it's very difficult for me to trust these hoes. That's what I thought you were going to say.
Thank you. You took the words out of my mouth.
And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help.
But it's like a pathway for me to trust, and when I see that, it's very attractive to me. And I mean, like I said, I don't get that a lot. So when I see that, it's something that is definitely would inspire me to want to invest in that person way more than I would invest in other people. That's definitely one big thing.
What else?
I think at this point in my life,
this is gonna be great. Sentences that start like that are always amazing.
No,
at this point in my life, that means you're about to say something wild.
No,
that's the same as saying like, well, usually I don't do this, but
it's actually not. No.
Okay, all right.
it's I've learned what I guess I'm trying to say is I've learned that I value maturity, emotional maturity.
Yo, emotional maturity.
Yes,
We could have a whole episode on that.
and we will.
Yeah.
But
Make note, take note.
Yes.
Emotional maturity.
Yes, and it's not easy to see when they're not right away, but it's easy to see when they are right away.
Facts.
So that's something that I can immediately spot, and that's something that, again, very attractive, something you don't find very often. Definitely something you don't find very often. So recognizing that definitely is another big flashing green light for me. It's like, there's maybe you should invest more in this person.
Is there anything that sticks out from I guess what I'm asking about is a particular habit or action that they might so like something small that that my partner does for me that she kind of realized that I enjoyed it and just started doing it like pretty consistently early on. It's dumb, and what it means a lot to me is she pours my drinks and she makes me sandwiches. It is not much, but I know that like if I'm working remotely and she happens to be home, she'll ask if I'm hungry and I'll say yeah, or like like whatever, or even if it's in in the evening on a weekend, like she'll just come upstairs with a drink made the way that I like it, without me having asked, and a sandwich. Toasted bread, lettuce, tomato, onions, whatever protein, mayo or garlic or, like whatever, like, and, it's toasted and warm and, all of that. And she, and that to me, I'm like, yo, you keep this up, it's not really much to fight about. So what, I guess on a more superficial level.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to call that superficial because that's a very strong proclamation of like just really caring about little things that I like. Something little that she can do that goes a long way for me. So I don't want to downplay it, but what's something that somebody can do for you that will go a long way?
First thing I can think of is morning blowjob.
Goddamn right. Let's go.
I mean,
man, you want to start off your day.
I'm just saying, you want to get you can get me my day started the right way. That But
and you know what? Can I interject here for like 1 second? Just like 1 second. Is that okay?
Yeah. Go ahead.
He said okay, but it does not look like it's okay. I think you'll appreciate this. I feel like in a relationship that whether it's sexual or something else, that you should be, maybe I talked about this already, but you should be willing and able to take 10 minutes out of your day, 15 minutes out of your day to do something that will make them happy. Even if it's not something even if you don't feel like it, if you're having a rough day, if you like, I think it's important to take 15 minutes out of your day and do something that makes them happy. So that could be making a sandwich like I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's sitting down and watching a show that you hate that they really enjoy. But if you're there trying to be engaged watching Love Island or the balloon pop can be amusing. But whatever it is, that goes a long way. And the same thing with a blowjob. I get that you're tired.
I know you waking up too, and
Right, but if like 10 minutes and Really just.
I mean, and that sets my entire day up for success.
Now, and let's be very clear, because that goes both ways. So if you wake up and you really feel like you might want to get licked, hey, even if I'm tired, I might have to
Let a brother know.
You know what I'm saying? We're equal opportunity.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying.
I blaze you, you blaze me.
I'm saying. I hope our children never listen to this.
Yeah.
But if they do, you know why they like daddy now. But you were saying.
Yes. Yes. Outside of, physical performance doing something for me, I think something that I would really greatly appreciate is like planning a date.
Oh man.
Planning like an experience for me. Like,
so you don't have to, because it falls on us most of the time.
Yeah.
That's a whole other topic.
Yeah, that's a whole other topic. But yeah, just like taking the time to be like, okay, this is I want to plan a day or a night, or I want to take him to do something that I want him to enjoy doing, rather than just being along for the ride, or something like that, or just telling me what movie you're gonna watch or something like that. It's like playing out an experience for me to enjoy.
The effort that you expect being reciprocated.
Yeah, I mean, it's just reciprocation. Honestly, that is probably top 3 most important things to me is reciprocation.
Okay. Should I ask you the other two? Do we have time for that? Or should we save that for another show?
Let's save that for another show.
All right.
Let's save that for another show.
Well,
but yeah.
I feel that. I see that. And, yeah, man, it matters.
Yeah.
It matters. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for another episode. We are really having a good time doing this, and we hope that you are too.
Yeah, good talk, man. Love being here, love doing this, and hope you guys enjoying it too.
It's a vibe, and really, if nobody ever listens to these, we having so much fun.
We having a good time.
All right, y'all. Well, keep tuning in, keep listening, keep telling your friends, and we'll catch you on the same black time, same black channel.
100.
Beast.